The effects of athletes' compacted emotions should be known based on the fact that they may experience difficulty being transparent about their frequent emotions due to wanting to avoid public controversy.
You're fine.
Good morning, my name is Amaya Moss, and my topic for today is athletic vulnerability. My research question is, how does the rate of vulnerability impact a population's viewing of an individual in the sports industry? I answered, the athlete may be seen as weak or too emotional when being publicly open about where their mind is at. This can happen in any sport and affects both genders equally. Based on the Simone Biles stimulus, she claims, I just don't trust myself as much as I used to. No, the mental is not there. This is important because athletes should be able to feel comfortable openly admitting that their mentality isn't right for performance at the moment without considering backlash. It is brave for Simone Biles to openly express that her mentality isn't in the right place to perform in the Olympics. Through the Tunnel by Doris Lessing claims that he must go on into the blackness ahead or he would drown. His head was swelling, his lungs cracking. This shows that obstacles are going to be in place but have to be overcome. He drifted to the surface, his face turned up to the air. This shows that the boy eventually overcame the obstacles and his goals were accomplished. This can relate to athletes because during their process of performance, they have to overcome obstacles, and this shows that he overcame those. Factors contributing to athletic vulnerability. As you can see in the graph, nutritional supplements and the need for fast physical change are rated as the highest vulnerability factors for doping in athletes. Sport social vulnerability rate by Calvin. People who live where little to no social vulnerability is at witness 61.4% for their vulnerability. And then high social vulnerability is 44.5% only. Connection between recovery and stress. There's a linkage between recovery and stress based on how people decide to manage their stress factors. Stress is the first obstacle when starting a new ability, followed by recovery and then adaptation. The cycle repeats itself every time a new ability is begun. In conclusion, my resolution is opening up emotionally can help other athletes or just people in general learn how to improve their performance. A prime example of how athletes can feel better about expressing themselves is having a supporting coach, teams, and family. My limitations include the public view can be negative since it's out of normality for athletes to express themselves, and the potential to jeopardize the athlete's publicity career because of possible backlash. Here's my works cited.
All right, I have two questions for you. First up, how valid and reliable were the sources that you used, and then how do you know they were?
They were valid because I got them from EBSCO and Google Scholar, which are known to have credited sources that are pre-reviewed.
All right, and if you had more time, what additional research would you do?
I would probably go into the injury prospect instead of mentality only, like vulnerability within injuries.
All right, you are all